over there. Hold on.
They must be punished!
The beards of the Spartans were always weird to me. It's you can like see how it's just kind of like the beard is a clip-on to the model. It's always weirded me out at how weird it looks. Like, see that? That's perfect. Look at that. It's not on his face. It's like clipped on. Oh, it's that mustache. It's a hand mustache, but not clipped on. Isn't it also weird how the most civilized locations, Rome, Egypt, compared to the other places? Well, no, wait, that's not true. The Hellenics were probably one of the largest or greatest civilizations to exist. But they had beards. Okay. Yeah, so nothing too fancy. We are literally here to enjoy the battles. Let's take a look. And then afterwards, we'll do some Warhammer 3. And I just thought about it. But I'm figuring what we'll do from now on, instead of Victoria 3, we'll do some Starship Troopers for the online gameplay. Because, yeah, the weekends just don't work for me. Stuff is always coming up, or I'm just too tired, just plain and simple, because it's not my hours anymore. And of course, because it's the weekend, everyone's off, so definitely can't do mornings. Battle of Armenium.
The eyes of the Senate and all Rome are upon us today. We must make them proud that we are their defenders. More than that, our Roman gods are watching. Make sure they are not ashamed.
I know we just had that super important speech, but I just saw... There it is. Ugh. Great game. Great game. Alright. Now this was from our first rebellion due to the Senate. Oh, it doesn't look that bad, right? Gladiatresses, Rorari, nothing to worry about. Then you get over here and you see the motherfuckers had somehow spawned multiple Praetorian units. And those two units alone nearly decided the entire fate of our campaign right off the bat. Ah, they're trying to outflank us, huh, with the cavalry? It won't work. Wow, they're going for the master flank, too. Oh, I know what they're doing. They're hunting us. They can't see us yet. Which is why we give them a little bait. These guys running forward. Alright, now they see us, and now they're going to go ahead and reform.
In service to Rome.
I had the chance. I took it. Great Belums. But the battle on the right flank begins, and the battle in the center is quick to follow. I believe the majority of our fighting... Oh yeah, they did engage these guys over here. I wasn't paying too much attention, unfortunately. Yeah, most of our fighting happens on these two hills right here. Over here. This fight, not too worried about with the Rurari. But yeah, unfortunately, they got the best of us up here on the hills. Praetorian bastards. Yeah, okay, now here come our flanking forces. Mopping up their ranged. Our guys taken to the hill, gain the perfect angle on these Italian cavalry. Literally, as they got here, they were killed, so no worries on the charge. Fight right over here. And yeah, no, it's mainly this top hill right here. The good thing is, luckily, they kind of blobbed their units together. Unfortunately, however, they also had their Triarii right here, which is like the one unit that was semi-decent against cavalry the Romans have. The short units are not bad, but that's only when they're higher tier. Alright, and over here, the battle is partially won. I did see that we did not get all the cavalry, though. Our boys coming in to our flank against the gladiatresses. Partially intercepted by the Rurari. See, just people of every culture and ethnicity killing each other as the humanity was intended. We don't need real differences. We just need to put weapons in each other's hands and it's all over. Meanwhile, over here, the Praetorians living up to their name, holding both of my Principes back single-handedly. Cavalry trying to find a way past the Triarii to get some damage in, and they were able to. Against the other Praetorian unit. So really, this entire battle was just kind of like a stalling ground, keeping the Praetorians busy while we mopped up the rest. Little engagement right here that quickly turned very risky because of friendly fire. Ah, they must be out of ammo because they're charging in. It's not working out for them, though. Do it. Do it. There you go. Going over here, still fighting. The General's Triarii jumping into the fray as well. Don't really need to. Over here, yeah, this Praetorian unit still holding strong, still butchering my Principes. And they had mopped up over there. So yeah, now we came into the real problem. Praetorians for free and on their way. Trying to mop up all remnants back here so I don't have to worry about any sneak attacks, and then coming on over. Throwing the Pilum. I gotta say, the Gladiatresses turned out to be pretty decent cavalry killers. I was surprised by that. And the Praetorians are on the hunt as well. Try to get some assistance fire, but it's more so actually killing the one group that's been here the whole time. They ended up breaking. Yeah, and here, it was more so just try and keep the Praetorians looking the other way, and then have the cavalry literally come running down this hill. It was a beautiful charge, but minimal damage. Yeah, see, it was like less than 6. Maybe 4 is what they lost, but that's all they lost. And over here, unfortunately, we're just seeing them starting to clear their way through because of those Praetorians. Still got some shots coming in from the last of the Velites. And over here, we got some of the last of the Gladiatresses being mopped up. And unfortunately, yeah, it wasn't going to last long, but the Velites did their job. They delayed them. And there we go, and in again. Trying to cycle the units through, make them use all their javelins, and then rest them up just a little bit. And then hopefully with this flank maneuver, kill more of them. Charging them right there. General still praising them every now and then. Does the... Yeah, there's this one. Yeah, and this is the other thing. Just try and tire them out. Make them as exhausted as possible. I can see an entire YouTube series where someone would just go into this viewfinder and kind of be like the stories of the 5th Battalion or the 4th Regiment, something like that. But the only way I can see it being big is if like you get like some good VA actors. Wait, VA, that's already in the name. Some good VA people. And they'll be able to do a pretty decent commentary. I occasionally listen to these things, graphic audios, much better than I thought they were. They're essentially just radio plays. Little side charge by the general coming in. And although we're breaking everyone else, it's these Praetorians. Both of them in the 90s still for their numbers. Oh, they got those guys. And it's a pretty tight battle. Cavalry can't even stay in here to try and keep them engaged long enough. And then from over there, distracting the Triari. Rear charge into them right there. Beautiful charge. Damage, like usual, is minimal. And yeah, so basically, we just kind of ping-pong between the two. Yeah, it's getting closer and closer. But that is a genuine problem. I can't even really put these guys in combat for long because the Praetorians would just tear them apart. Now it's just down to these guys. You know what? We'll follow this guy. Come on, man. You can do it. Camera angles kind of sucks, though. Oh. Oh. He's still alive. Come on, you can list. And that's the thing. I don't need to take them all out. I just need to break them. Melee attack, weapon damage, fatigue, resistance. And then these guys start breaking. And then over there, yep, they broke. Equites were trying to retreat. And the battle is lost. Ascent got an early win, unfortunately, thanks to the Praetorians, and only the Praetorians. And there he goes. And the battle is lost, unfortunately. But we got plenty of revenge. This is not the one that I selected. Hold on. Did I select the wrong? I think I selected the wrong one. I selected 2 instead of 1 last time. Alright, so this was actually the first battle that was worth saving. The Siege of Quart. Yeah, that's right. That's because we were all trying to come up the beachhead right here. Any wise words for us, General? Wherever you are. Oh, wait. That's right. He's over here. And he's probably all done. Yeah, he's all done. Carthaginians preparing for us. Sending in our weakest units first, the Hastati and the weakened Hastati from different fights, and those who survived the merging. See, this concept of naval landings makes a lot more sense and is a lot more fun, to be honest. And what they did in... Shogun 2 and Empire Total War. Empire Total War bring us that naval combat, bring us the beach landings of Rome 2, and the artillery support from Shogun 2. Yes, oh my god. I'm asking for all of those things in one game. Not spread out, not in multiples across, but one game. I'm hoping with the massive success of Baldur's Gate 3, the AAA studios would get off their ass and do something worthwhile. But we all know how that can go. They'll lash out, they'll freak out for several months, really. And then they'll announce, oh, we're doing this new project. And it's like, yeah, okay, whatever. Alright, here we go. They're trying to set the boats on fire. Land! And we are on. Jump off, jump off, jump off. Reinforcements coming in on both sides, and these guys just going right up forward. Unfortunately, like with most beach landings, usually this is a slaughter for the first wave landing here. And then once they're all on, there's the horn. They are fighting now. And this first weekend group, it's just spread all over the place. Although they're only fighting levies and the equivalent of our velites. Yeah, the javelin men. They're still outnumbered. Right over here, the Carthaginians set up a hoplite formation right in the center with 3 of them. But not to worry, boys. We got reinforcements on the way. And we're about to be recharged on this side. But I see them just in time. Try and go for counter charge. Middling success. But yeah, no, just look, the first group's just completely slaughtered. Ranks pulled apart and then literally ripped apart among all of them. Another wave of reinforcements coming in. Now the good thing in this is that in this part of the campaign, the Hastati are still pretty strong, and even against some seasoned hoplites, they'll do pretty well. Then we got another flank of another Carthaginian hoplite battalion coming by. More Romans landing to assist. And now, all these units who came in after us to flank us are now surrounded themselves. So it's really more so just like a giant mass mosh pit right here. Our biggest delay is the boats trying to clear the way for the other boats to make land. And over here we finally see some success, and we're trying to chase away these javelin men who are hitting us from behind but are intercepted by the mob. Unfortunately, I didn't notice this before, but they turned around for some reason. I think I know what it is. Some of their units are probably caught up in the hoplites. Yeah, unfortunately, they're starting to break over here, but not to worry. Once again, another wave of reinforcements coming into the breach. Shields up. There we go. Off the boats. I think we're following this guy right here. Oh yeah, we're totally following this guy. Go, 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 join the others. Ah, javelins though, they got a pretty decent angle on us. But we also had a pretty good angle on these hoplites right here. Over here, unfortunately, due to the javelin men and tower support, really, we lost this side. Well, good news, bad news. We fought the javelin so long that they ran out of ammunition. So now we can kill them. The problem is they had all that time to shoot our people up. And unfortunately, at this point, we only have, I think, 2 more waves? Yeah, we have 2 more waves of reinforcements, not including the Velites. But over on the right side, we have finally seen success breaking the Carthaginians. And now we're trying to encircle these guys right here. Yeah, see, it's these guys right here are always the ones who end up dying. Ooh, I'm down, mouse. To be fair, they're holding out pretty well, actually. You guys, No, you're the Carthaginian hoplites. You're not the general, though. Ah, there goes one group. Alrighty. That was it for that one. The second attack against the secessionists. We were able to take out one of their Praetorian units last time.
Advance at speed! Another day dawns, and another battle beckons. Well, men, this is nothing new to us. One day, when all our enemies are crushed, we will go home with honor. Until then, prepare for battle. To be honest!
The Roman legion marches. But of course, it's not going to be an easy fight. They definitely outrange us. Our problem before with the Senate was that they were having mercenary armies just pop up left and right, with some very decent ones too. Not in this one, but they will eventually get a group that had companion cavalry. And as you'll see in one of our fights, companion cavalry are monsters. Oh my god, a battle that lasts over 20 minutes. It feels like it's always been so long ago that that used to be the norm. And now everyone complains when a battle lasts longer than 10 minutes. It's like, that's not how battles are supposed to be. This is how they're supposed to be. I get it. Warhammer, it's a fantasy setting, it can be whatever it wants, I know. But still... But I can also understand why some people don't like watching battle replays, because it's not really playing a game, it's watching a past game. But at the same time, if you don't watch the battles, are you really even playing Total War? Because the battles is what sold Total War. Total War's strategy aspect, city building aspect, all of that is really second nature. It's this part of the game right here that sold this. Because I think Yeah, no, it was Total War that really got me into PCs. And then, of course, it didn't help that they released a game, Battle for Middle-earth, the first one. That was a great game. And that kind of just cemented me into the PC race. But I was still pretty much a console player at that time as well, so it was hit or miss sometimes. And the other problem was, as a kid, and if anyone lived through the 90s and are able to remember it, they know what that was like with video games. It's all like, games cause violence. No, no, shitty people do. Well, there's less than 10 minutes here, and majority of this has just been trying to organize our troops to be able to attack. Forward, and then we send the cavalry to try and distract them. I rush the army forward. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Then we distract them again, and then we go in for the kill rush.
For the gods! Legio Parati!
Then we sent them in onto a formation, and most of the fighting will happen right here with these guys into the center. Because that's the Praetorians right there. And yeah, and when I notice that it's Praetorians coming right through here, I send in 2 other units to try and assist them. Battle for the center is a go. The battle on the flanks is a different matter entirely. And again, because they mainly have levies, our own velites can easily deal with them. Battling mercenary Italian cavalry. There they go. Ugh. Excuse me. Then right over here. And once again, once I discovered that the Praetorians right here, I just kind of ordered all of my velites to target in this giant clump. Yeah, here they come now. I finally discovered the Praetorians. I shifted all fire right over here. Luckily, it had some pretty decent angles. Unfortunately, their own skirmishers were targeting ours, so we couldn't keep it up for too long. Not unless the cavalry interfered. There they go. Equites chasing them off. Center fight still continuing, but like I said before, all fire is concentrated on the Praetorians, and they are going down. However, enemy has the brains to send in reinforcements to try and pull the Praetorians out, but I don't think they're going to make it. Guys, once again, as it's not a melee game, it is a skirmish. Very nice. And then from the side. Now, these guys do still have so. I'll apologize about the wonky camera controls. It's when you play multiple games as a variety streaming, you will cross controls It's just a matter of life. Velite's backing off. Guys pulling back. These guys pulling back. That group's mopped up. This group over here is, yeah, they're completely mopped up now. A lot of friendly fire, unfortunately, and that was the battle right there. Fast forward, heard the mop up. See, I always have thought about if I do this, I would like create videos of this instead of like just rewatching the battle replays. I've seen some people do it how they have the campaign bits, and whenever battle comes up, they don't actually show their live action battle. What they do is they show the replay of the battle. But that's like more cut and edited than obviously what we have right here. Come on, show me the rest. I believe it is number 4 we are on. Nope. One of these days I'll remember to count. But it is not this day. Number 5. There we go. Ah, yes, the Veneti's. The Battle of the Velithari River. That's what this one is.
This is the kind of
there he is.
battle that I like. Enemies ready to be trussed and stuffed like plump geese. Listen carefully to orders, lads, and we will feast well today. Good hunting.
Cavalrymen? The horses are usually in charge.
They're insults. Alright. Unfortunately, my idea to try and bait them across the bridge didn't work. So then we were kind of stuck with... I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Ugh. Apologies about that unexpectedly longer delay. I won't go into details. Anyway, back to the Battle with the Veneti. These bastards. Their fleet was off our coast for a really long time, and they didn't really do anything. Ah, I see why we lost now. Chosen swords. Yeah, this is where we got our first taste of how weak the Hastati are compared to some of the other units. But I did see a chance, and this fucking middle mouse wheel started breaking again. And as they go into their heavy formation shield walls, we're just going to go ahead and run right by them. Now, their slingers did try and target us, but we just kind of kept on moving away from them, forced them to decide what to do. And our guys right here go into a testudo. And the idea being to try and make them waste as much ammunition on some of these people, but slingers are actually kind of pretty decent at getting past testudo. Not gonna lie. And again, these are Hastati as well, so. But yeah, so right now it kind of begins into like a skirmish phase, and for whatever reason, they lock their Celtic slingers in here. So they're only firing so much. And as you can see, these guys just kind of accept it for what it is. Now, I believe over here... Yeah, no, we're still just trying to make them waste their ammo. Because unfortunately, their guys can definitely outrange ours. Then again, quite literally, almost every other faction can. And then it got to the point where I was like, this is a losing battle. I need to do something. Yeah, mismanagement on my part right here cost these guys quite a bit. Until eventually we got to the point where it's like, alright, turn around, fight. Sending in our own javelins. Against levies, it's not the best target, but it is one of the easiest targets. Yeah, we got to the point where I was just holding back our ammo because not against levies was worth it. Our Hastati, however, no problem if they use their javelins. However, friendly fire is not appreciated. Fast forward once again, it wasn't too big of a fight, not yet. We're still basically in the skirmish phase. This is probably one of the longer battles. But then activity spawns out over here. Setting up my Hastati. Spear Warriors, their first challenge. It's not going to be easy. And as you can see, it's definitely not easy as they're already starting to cut their way through our lines. Hastati over here, seeing a chance and seeing an opening, throwing their javelins. Those guys further back, having another chance. Oh, these guys were having their back turned the other way. No wonder they suffered so much. Now, unfortunately, right here, what I should have done is should have had these guys go into a column formation and run right on through. Try and encircle them just a little bit, even if it meant exposing ourselves to more of these guys over here. Yeah, and as you see right here, they're just kind of slowly shooting their way through. Over here, still not much happens. Trying to bait their slingers because the majority of their slingers are over here. And already we can see the first line collapsing. But as you can see, as these other groups charge, their backs are exposed and they're in. These guys attacking the sides as well. Not exactly the way I would have preferred them to, but it is still fighting. And over here, unfortunately, the Chosen, along with some Levy, are holding us back from sending our cavalry in. Hey, careful, man. Are they stuck in an infinite attack? Nope. Yeah, but see, look how deep the Chosen can get into our lines. I can't wait for the day where we'll see a Total War game that will actually show us the wounds on the soldiers. Like, just the next level of hyper details, essentially. Meanwhile, the fight over there is still pretty much stuck at the skirmish phase. And all of our fighting's happening over here. Now here is where I finally wisened up and got a column formation going. However, they got hung up on this one fucking dude. And then when I try and tell them to charge forward, they do this and they infuriate me. And I send them back. These guys are just barely able to hold. However, more Pelem being thrown over. Meanwhile, over there, it looks like I'm finally making my move. Yeah, that's right. We were going to send infantry after infantry forward, and the Velites right behind to attack. And seeing a chance, we went for it. As always, the first group into the breach is always the one who suffers the most. But as long as we can hold the base right here, we were able to bring our Velites forward closer and closer. Try and get the best angle, but it didn't really work out right now. It's just too steep right here. Sitting in the wave of Hastati, blocking them. Yeah, they kind of cornered us right on the slope. So we couldn't get that close, but this is close enough. So the battle for the bridge begins, but the battle by the river is not going our way whatsoever. The Chosen swords are just too strong, even against our Principes. However, they did rush in all their infantry, so it did free up our cavalry to mop up their slingers, which didn't really matter at this point, seeing as how the slingers were nearly out of ammo. But I'll take whatever I can get. But if Principes have difficult time, Hastati are just butchered outright. And of course for here, we prepare for some nice old hammer and anvils. Is what you thought would happen. Which will happen. Beautiful charge into their rears. And then just as quickly as we appear, we will disappear. Meanwhile, over to the river, we are having a bit more success, having them in a bottleneck as good as this, and the majority of them don't have armor. And our Velites with full ammunition, it is just a shooting gallery for them. Let's see how long it takes for this guy to get done in. Oh, I think he just did. Yeah, he did. He got hit by a javelin. Some of the enemies over here are retreating. Unfortunately, over here, not so much. The levies are gone, but the biggest problem, the Chosen, still stand. Go ahead and mopping up those levy freemen so they don't come back. The center buckles, unfortunately. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I just now realized that I was still on the be right back sign. Oops. Big oops. I'm sorry. Oh well, my commentary, you'll just have to use your imagination in my commentary. I hate when I do that. Here I was getting all excited, and all you guys could see is just the washing machine and the cats. And yeah, as you can see, some of the last of the Hastati are breaking away, leaving only the Principes. And the Battle of the River just doesn't go our way. The Chosen are too strong, forcing us back. Come on, kill him. Come on, it's 3v1. There you go. He had a heart attack, but okay. Meanwhile, over by the river. Now we had got a superior position. Javelin after javelin. And then that's when we decide to have these guys step back, and then they can throw down. But we got a Principe unit ready to fill in the gap. Unfortunate friendly fire. That always happens with Velites, unfortunately. But we were lucky in that the majority of these units, actually almost all these units, aside from, I believe, the general, were chosen. Not chosen, sorry. And meanwhile, over here, yeah, the Principes are on their last line. And they're going to be completely surrounded once these guys over here are done in. But the order to withdraw is given, and the river battle is lost. A lot of good Romans died this day, which further enforces our need to go ahead for the cohort organization in the campaign. Just a massive javelin fire coming right in. Here comes again. But as we can see right here, much more success. That's because they don't have thick-ass armor to defend themselves with. And now our cavalry coming in, seeing that the river battle was lost. I had the cavalry swing over to this side, try and do some hammer and anvils. Which it worked partially. And then as you can see over here, We have the Chosen trying to come on by. I think they're actually trying to chase down these Principes, which is fine by me. It's just going to make them tired. And then, of course, we come upon our own problems in that there's not much ammunition left. Damage is good, sending the Principes in. The Hastati, not much left in them, and they are tired. But with a fresh group of Principes, it should be changing for the better. Yeah, some of their own range units no longer having ammunition either. Hammer and anvil attacks going throughout this little group. I didn't want to send these guys against Oathsworn because, as we've seen, again, last session in this, Oathsworn are very dangerous. Beautiful charge coming in. And another one over there. Still holding. And we're actually doing much better now. We've actually gone forward. Principes doing their best, and as the new groups come over here, we have sent another group of Principes to try and be ready to intercept.
For the gods, Tribunus!
More javelin fire coming in. Next charge should be coming in momentarily. I believe we were waiting for these javelins to end up. Waste their ammunition so we don't get any accidental friendly fire. Here they come. But as you can see, the Chosen are on their way here. They are finally here. They're very tired though. Here they come. And they're charging in. More enemy reinforcements still going. And then sending these guys, who I believe the reason why I did is they had some ammunition still. Yep. But for whatever reason, they were targeting these guys over here instead of this group right here. Literally right here. Had to do the old manual, get your ass right here. And then there you go, toss. See, look, you're lucky. You don't even have to worry about any combat. You just gotta throw your pedlums and it's all good. Meanwhile, over by the bridge, the fighting still continues with the general getting involved now. But as we see over here, the Spear Warriors not letting my Principes get there to assist. Meanwhile, over here, the Velites coming in to reinforce. Because they were all out of ammo, and they needed to help. And with it, the line begins to collapse. The Chosen's retreat, and the final battle lies to the Oathsworn with the general himself. It's a pitiful charge, I'm not gonna lie. I think our own units kind of stopped us accidentally, though. Of course, because they're Oathsworn, it does take us a while. That's where we're bringing in the general to give up some praises. And the cavalry just kind of waiting, resting. And when they're ready, coming in for the charge. Very nice. I can't wait until we get archers back into the army. However, there wasn't much else to this fight, just mopping up the last of the Oathsworn. As you can see, it takes a while. It is kind of sad that we can't do unit upgrades. And I mean that instead of, because I know in Medieval 2, what it used to be unit upgrades back then was like how their armor actually transitioned from cloth, leather, mail to plate. And in here, all the equipment kind of stayed the same. But I really like that feature. Even the weapons changed in Medieval 2. But in Rome 2, nah, there's no such thing. Wow, really? He's still alive. But now together, this should finish them off. Yeah, there he goes. He's actually trying to reform. But because he's shifting like that, all of his people are going to get out of place. And there he goes. Alright, so that was number 5, I believe. So we go to number 6. Yeah, there we go. Ah, the Veneti attack. Their second attack on Armenium. Ah, no, that's right.
Take this place. It will be a heavy blow to our enemies and their ambitions. The glory and loot we gain are just added delights. Once we are within the walls, do as you will. Now, to arms!
This, I believe, was actually our failed assault to try and retake Armenium. Excuse me. And it wasn't even... Well, actually, wait, maybe this isn't. Because I could have sworn there's a reinforcing army coming from over there. But taking our sweet time, moving our people up. Going to a column formation, running right on by. Oops. Sorry. I saw a better target just trying to stop these guys from getting over here, and instead what I did was bring the Velites to kind of stand right here. Meanwhile, over here, not much happens yet. People trying to move in. There are Spear Nobles blocking the way, so it'll be a fight. But my problem was that I tried to get over here, get a couple of hits, but then I see the Levy Freemen coming by, and I knew I couldn't stay there for long. I tried to get in as many kills as I can, and then I had to pull them out. Because here they come. They messed up the throws, no worries though. Excuse me. Meanwhile, over here, we decided, why engage the Spear Nobles when we can just skirmish them down? And as they try and aim for one group, the other group will have clear shots in. And I believe that's a general right there. Wow, those Pelem, they got pretty far in ya. That came out wrong. There she goes. Quite literally until it's just a continuous hail of fire. Meanwhile, over here, the Equite is caught up by some Levy Freemen, who I did not see, or Celtic Tribesmen. And of course, lo and behold, try and leave, and the way is blocked. So we have to do some fancy maneuvering. Freaking middle mouse button, come on, turn. Over here, and we see an opportunity, especially with these Principes not going to last much longer. And also, unfortunately, the charge was very half-assed. Then we turned the Velites' attention this way. And very quickly, the battle over there is won, so those guys in the back ranks immediately rushing forward, trying to fill the gaps. Oh, I don't know why I'm yawning so much. And we're in. Now they're finally trying to keep them pushed back. And there they go. Alright. So, we now had a new problem. All these guys. Good news is, they were majority of Celtic tribesmen. A couple slingers. Excuse me again. Fuck. Had a hell of a time sleeping last night. That's my own fault, really. Oh, actually, we're not done. Ah, yeah, this was the fight. These guys. The arrival of these Chosen changed everything in this fight dynamic. Seeing these guys, however, I didn't have any more free cavalry, so I sent the general, chasing them away, try and get them. But essentially, I have to expedite the deaths of these chosen. Really? Well, he's going for it. He's going for it. Come on, he can do it. Oh. Still going. Still moving. Here. Hey, he got him. And he got back to near the front lines again because of it. Still doing very well. The enemy haven't really landed their boats. Unfortunately, my Hastati attacking from the rear do break. Cavalry trying to rush on through. I was just kind of getting desperate at this point. So like, oh boy, what do I do? Because I got all these guys to fight, and I'm getting down to like just a bunch of velites as my infantry. Unfortunately, the equites and the majority of the cavalry have all been greatly under neglected in this fight. However, velites taking a better angle right over here, doing the Lord's work. In this case, the Lord being Jupiter. And they're gone. Meanwhile, over there, trying to get the cavalry outside of the settlement so that we have places to run around. And it looks like just a group of Celtic tribesmen who are now broken. All right. So that finished. We go ahead and reform. Or try to. No time for Testudo. Take him out. But again, against tribesmen, even Hastati will do plenty well. Unfortunately, there's just not enough to hold them back. Well, we got the ammo. For now. Cavalry doing some charges that it can, knocking people down. Over here, sending their slingers in, so that wasn't really much of a question. And we sent the equites in and finished them off. And the area was so secure, that's when I even brought these Principes back. Group of velites having no ammunition anymore, send them to the front lines. Caught, unfortunately, by some levies, but still going on with their mission. Yeah, and there goes. We're just down to one last Hastati unit of 15. These are all that remain of the original fighting force to try and take this place. However, the Principes are now also up here. Meanwhile, over here, if it was any other unit aside from Celtic tribesmen, these Velites may have had genuine trouble, but their high experience against one of the most basic, just literally a level above peasant units, it's pretty well. Now I remember. And then we have the general along with the other units of Equites coming around from the coastline and forcing these guys forward. But then they'll see our guys and stop, try and turn around, and then they'll just be flabbergasted as they're killed. Especially with another group of cavalry coming down. Unfortunately, not the best charge at all because they're going up a hill. There they go, they're retreating. And that stutter was the end. Okay, so this isn't the actual lost siege. This is our victory siege. It's a lot of bodies right there. On to number 7, I do believe. Once again, the Senate. This is the one that had the large beach battle.
But gods above, our foes are simpletons and bumpkins. Truly, the enemy have emptied many villages of their idiots and sent them to die at our hands.
These guys had absolutely zero chill about everyone in existence. If you had anything different about you, they would find some way to rip you about it. Running them down just as they get off the boat. Yeah, unfortunately, there were so many of them that I kind of underestimated our Equites being able to handle them, especially with them being able to throw missile support and taking them out. Run! Yeah, see, unfortunately, slow micro on my part. But they aren't done. They're charging in, running them down. Cavalry over here doing battle with another group entirely, trying to clean them up. And then become the Triarii. Yeah, over here is getting like, oh, okay, send the dogs in. The size of these dogs are insane. If you look at them compared to the human models, their heads are raised up to where the guts of these people are. Now, mind you, say this is ancient times, so obviously not as well fed as us. So these people, the highest part back then, 5'10", 5'5", is what I'm understanding as being the normal. And like the really monstrously tall people that they always talk about, majority of them were really just 6 feet, 6 feet and above. Others may have reached 7. Rare occasions, there have been skeletal remains of 8 and 9 footers. Talking about people like fish or gators. Alright, our guys are also up on the wall. Unfortunately, a bit of a slaughter right here for them due to all the missile fire. but also wasted missiles by them. But yeah, no, the beach fight turned much larger than I thought it was, as you can see by all these bodies. And then, of course, the Triarii don't break. Neither do the Thorough Spears. These were probably the most dangerous units that they had. Meanwhile, over here, cavalry trying to mop up the last of their velites. And they're gone. Still come more and more of their own. Unfortunately, their levies down below did find a better angle, and they were able to start actually killing us. And not gonna lie, their shots are pretty fucking accurate for levies. Meanwhile, over here, we had taken the walls, and now we were planning to take the gates. And you can hear by them shouting the movement orders that I was kind of frustrated with them once again because, you know, AI. Javelins coming in, finishing off the Triarii. Still got several hounds. Hey, good boy. Come on, can you do it again? Careful, boy. And yeah, no, that's it. Send in new reinforcements to try and mop them up. Who are those guys? Rorari. They are trying to fight. They just can't all get up. And yeah, as you can see over here, it's quite sporadic, mind you, but nonetheless. We get hit by these so much so that I send the Principes out trying to chase one of them away. And as we can see right here, we see the brilliance of the AI. Oh, wait, no. These are enemy Principes. I thought they were our Principes for a second. And they were hugging the mobs, so they weren't fighting. But now that those groups are away, we can go ahead and get this isolated group. Of course, doing so, however... Oh, no, they're not shooting. Yeah, no, these Principes are just slaughtering their way through these levies. And there they go. Fast forward just a little bit. Yeah, not much happens right there, just kind of sorting them out. And yeah, just them wasting shots. Lots and lots of shots. My guys, however, we'll use our shots much more effectively. And then with these guys coming down from the towers over here, we got them surrounded. Ugh. God, I am really sorry about all the yawning. Fuck. I think a crash is coming on my end. To be fair, it's been about a week. I usually have crashes once a week just because of this new schedule change. Still adjusting, yes. Ooh, there we go, javelin fire. But usually once a week the crash does occur. I try and time it so the crash occurs on the weekends. But like I said, yesterday was really difficult to sleep for some reason. Alright, easy win. Really, it was the beach battle that was more impressive. These fuckers. The Battle of Consentia against the Senate again.
When we have taken this place, and our enemies kneel in chains before us, when their women and children beg for the mercy of slavery, then we will have done a good day's work. Now, to arms!
Damn, can you imagine that? Being put to a fate that's so bad, you would have to beg for slavery to survive. What the fuck kind of fate would that be? Because very obviously, slavery is not a good way to live. It never was. There's been entire fucking wars fought over it. Alright, but I think in this one I was holding back because I was hoping what would happen was that when the AI joins together, that's when they usually move. Because anyone playing Total War Games will know that the AI will just wait until they have all their forces together and then they'll move them. They'll very rarely move the main army that was in the battle originally, and then the reinforcing army will follow up. They just wait, which, I mean, it makes sense. It really does. But as you can see, this battle is like over 30 minutes, so we'll just fast forward for this part. And let's just say that the Romans' defensive nature of their army proves to be quite powerful. This is also the fight. Come on, there you go. This is also the fight where we had the companions. And let me tell you, these guys are monsters. 100 health, base morale, bonus versus large, charge bonus 35. They're not really a charger. But melee attack 73, weapon damage 43, defense 32, armor 95. Now we just go ahead and compare that to, say, the general. 28 attack, 26 attack, 21 charge, 64 defense, 95 armor, 80 health. Let's compare it to the Hastati. 37, 36, 13, 51, 64. Oof. Okay, what about Praetorians? 65, 39, 19, 61, 85. So, yeah, needless to say, companions are monsters. But a javelin single shot is a javelin single shot no matter what. Yeah, unfortunately, this is me trying to figure out what was the best way to do it. So I decided to send in Testudos to try and absorb the initial wave of fire. It worked in the beginning. Then, of course, I sent in my Velites with flaming shot to destroy the towers, because if not, they would just constantly pick us down. You have to get all the way in here to stop them, so it's very difficult.
On me, sick Domine! With the
Fast forward just a bit more. Still nothing going to be too exciting just yet.
By your command!
Happy to serve Rome!
Double time! At speed! Double time!
And javelin fire coming in.
Yes, Commander! Press in command!
Yes, Commander! Glory for Rome!
This was just me not switching them off fire shots, but the battle begins. The Thorough Spear is going first against our Hastati, which is going to be a slaughter for the Hastati. Yeah, not to mention Thorough Spear throwers, some of the best in the game.
At the double!
Now see here, I tried burning down the palisade to open up the area a bit more. Ow. Needless to say, results were negative. And there we go, battle begins, charging the Thorough Spears. Meanwhile, over here, enemy is still trying to reinforce our shield, or Testudo shields, still holding. And there we go. Finally, we get our positive results. But yeah, flaming javelins, they're good for towers, but pretty much that's it. Other than that, they're not good for anything else. And with this, luckily the Thorough Spears do not prove to be too big of a problem.
At speed! Advance at speed!
And meanwhile, just noticing our guys are just getting chewed apart over here by some more levies.
Speed!
Replacing the first group back and putting in a new group forward with some javelins, hopefully trying to nail down these Praetorians. Which they do, but with minimal effect. However, also seeing Praetorians right here, I thought, oh wait, if I can bring in more people, I can throw more javelins into them. Unfortunately, they wised up to my move. They retreated. So yeah, there's a lot of back and forth at these walls.
Understood!
Seeing an opening, I tried to rush for it. Unfortunately, they were smart and they sent their Praetorians in.
Engage!
And with them engaged, I figured now was just as good a time as any to try and rush in. However, I completely missed the fact that these are Praetorians right here. Praetorian formation, can't break it. And even if we do get through, we got Principes and then the Praetorians as well. Now over here, we'd see the AI just doing their favorite tactic in the whole world, push back and force their way through. Damn the consequences. And over here is finally these guys are arriving, so I decided to try and send them out. There are Praetorian cavalry right here, but like most other cavalry and literally most other units, some javelin throws and they're pretty much rendered not that bad. More javelins coming in, still trying to finish off this Praetorian unit right here. Up here on this side, Praetorians did try and sally out. They got a decent charge on them, but we weren't one to let them have the initiative. My companion cavalry being targeted, I decided to try and burn down the fences if we could. Not the fences, the towers. This way, again, we would give our people more assistance. Praetorians were encircled, and it was only a matter of time before they disappeared. Doing very good. Over here, once again, the mix of Praetorians versus great skirmish firepower is proving too much, and the Hastati are backing out. We are literally being pushed out of the fort, and then out some more. Fighting over here is not going well whatsoever. That tower has destroyed this unit over here. Praetorians pending. But, like I said, when you're distracted in one spot, you're free in another. I never said that, but we'll pretend I did and count it as a quote. Where are my companions? There they are. Yeah, they're going around trying to set the towers all on fire. Meanwhile, the Praetorian cavalry is just down to 27 members left, and the others are all stuck behind this gate. Once they're gone, well, once they're gone, they'll get out of combat for one. Or maybe they'll keep on fighting. All right, there they go. There we go. No good, not against Praetorians. Well, over here, enemy sending out more of their cavalry, and we're pushing back ourselves, trying to get back into the fort. It looks like he's glowing. Space trying to hold on. God, how I wish I had artillery. What a field day I could have right there. Then again, though, if I had artillery, a lot of things would be different. Right over here, we got a perfect angle on them and a group of Principes with plenty of ammo. Not to mention, a lot of these guys don't have armor. They have clothing. Unfortunate friendly fires that I'm seeing, except this guy. I was really surprised that guy lived. I thought he was going to die. The day's still young, though. Yep, there it is. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. That's a good shot right there. And yeah, we completely lost lost on this side. Biden's still going. Yeah, all those guys over there are now coming over here to reinforce. And the fight to the north is actually going to be won fairly easily. Even if they do outnumber us for the most part with our 2 versus their 4. Principes versus levies. Not a hard equation to solve. Ooh, jump attacks. Alright, Companion Cavalry coming in. I decided to send them in over here as well, just, you know, mop up this side so that side is done. Secondary charge coming in from my Equites. But yeah, no. Companion Cavalry, beasts. Watch how they just butcher their way through these guys. See, they didn't even want to fight, they just ran away. They didn't even get a chance to be butchered. That guy did, though. So did that guy. Kill as many as we can, farm that experience. And over here, the fight still goes on. General moving forward, trying to provide praise boosts and hiding behind the palisade in case of any errant javelins. The problem is the Praetorians mixed into this group. Next wave of Principes rushing in, filling the gaps. Unfortunately, they're out of ammo too. And now the rear charges begin of our cavalry. I did miss the first one. Apologies. But we definitely won't miss the others. Infantry moving up to be the next ones to assist. They are very tired, though. Nice charge. Yeah, unfortunately, the left flank breaks. The Terracine cavalry to escape, but they're run down by the Velites. You guys still have ammo? Yep, yes you do. Use whatever you can on whoever you can. There he goes. You guys still firing? I don't think you are. Well, you're definitely not with the Praetorians in the way. However, I tried to intercept way too late, so I sent them back into over here. That's still a good chunk of enemies to kill. Guys, go ahead and run, get out of there. Oh, okay, now I know why these guys froze then. because of that cavalry charge into the back right here, it disrupted their formation, so they couldn't move. I was wondering about that. But we got the Praetorians surrounded. Companions unfortunately blocked once again by our allies. And those who did make it were blocked by the retreating enemies. But without the Praetorians here, it's a lot easier to hold. At least on the right side. The left side, it's going to collapse, especially against Velites. There he goes. Wow. That is such a devastating charge. I don't even think my Sakai have done something that decent looking. All right, get out. Ugh. Hammer and anvils. And another one. There it goes. Companion charge is so dangerous. But this is where the last of the action is. This last large bundle. Yeah, over there being the Praetorians, I didn't want to really try and bother at them because the Velites, yep, they're breaking. Velites were going to break, so I had to find some reason to hold these guys here. Companions coming by again. A devastating charge once more. What are your kills at? 518 and Kleiman. Unfortunately, the Principes trying to hold them here are all dead. And there's just a very thin line remaining. Actually, it's not even really a line, it's a single line. And the gaps are already showing. Another charge. What's up, little man? You patrolling? Cat's back. Side charge right here by the general coming in against their own general. But it's hard to tell how effective the companion charge really is because Praetorians are just so beefy. Let's see, can we see them? 39. Yeah, they only dropped down by 6. 7. Yeah, I've seen it where these guys have completely annihilated an entire enemy. So, and I think in medieval too, that was the thing. It's like creating this very great shock cavalry that could literally annihilate entire units if they get one good charge. Are they coming yet? Oh, that's a bad one. Still holding. There's 22 Praetorians left. Because, like, the problem is we were getting down to who holds these guys back. And we only had one more unit of Principes. Praetorian. There it is. Is that 18 last I saw? Nope. Okay, 10. Hey, that's double digits. They're still killing people as they go, though. All right, he's gone. Now just the veteran legionnaires. I'm smelling dinner cooking in the kitchen, and it smells great. Roast beef sandwiches, crockpot style. Charge in. Alright. Now from this, seeing as how we were holding them over here, I had to bring the cavalry, swing them around, just so that we charge them from behind. Get the maximum effect, you know? We did have some retreating units who re-rallied, but that guy, I think he killed himself, unfortunately. Wait for them to get in formation, and then we'll go ahead and charge. Here they come, companions. Beautiful charge. To be fair, if we kind of compare this to Mountain Blade Bannerlord, the companions are basically cataphracts. Their horse armor is a giveaway. No lances, mind you. But still, a great cavalry unit. And look at the carnage. Huh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess I can consider that 6. It's the mark of chaos, the 6-pointed star. You have to use your imagination a lot. But yeah, no. If chaos was real, Khorne would be very proud of this. Very proud of this as well. Even if it is lost, it just means you have more skulls. Over here, very proud because they were all slaughtered. But at the same time, probably he would be like meh proud because like, okay, you did that, but none of you really died for me, so I guess you don't love me enough. Is what it feels like sometimes with Chaos Gods. I don't remember. I'm gonna assume 9. Yeah, there we go. This is a loss. I remember this one because we fell back onto this hill right here. Lay it on us, bossman.
These invaders back into the sea. I hope that Neptune will drown them all. I want these bastards dead. By sword or sea matters not, but dead. Stand ready.
I am going to check something really quickly. Depth of field. Turn that off. Turn it off. Where is it? Anti-analyzing. I get mixed results with this, to be honest. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. I don't know. Supposedly, it edges out any of the sharp edges that we're supposed to see. But it's also like the biggest strain I ever see on my computer is the anti-analyzing. Which I get mixed results as well because it says a 4K monitor doesn't really need a high anti-analyzing. But I compare it to just like graphical looking. Yes, this is probably my graphics argument that I always have. Anyway, battle begins. They get a very terrible charge, which worked out perfectly for us. And then returning fire coming in. It didn't really matter who, I suppose. However, the trees did end up helping quite a few of them. Luckily, though, there's so many of them that they actually just kind of... Most of them just kind of ran into each other and their charges weren't that effective. Let's see. Okay, no, they're going through the trees, not that bad. And now they're all targeting this guy in group. Oh yeah, he's gone. Unfortunately, now that we killed so many, they have enough room to get the good charges in. Yeah, the garrison's not going to hold too much against the onslaught of the companions. Yep, first line's gone. The Peltas have arrived. We're pulling back to the second line. I tried to do like a bit of skirmishing off the boats. The most it did was distract their Peltas long enough to give more people time to retreat. Last of the city garrison, which we didn't really care for, is annihilated. If anything, waste their ammo and possibly get friendly fires. Yep, and that is the end of the companion cavalry. But the enemy is undaunted, attacking with their large mercenary army. But to be honest, I think that was actually kind of a bad idea. I saw a lot of friendly fire just that moment. It's cramped, but it's still working. Try to do some focus fire on the Peltas. Unfortunately, their armor is pretty decent, along with their shields. But if we hit them from multiple angles, it's a different matter. Yeah, the name of this was just to do as much damage as we can to the army, targeting who we knew we could get. Until eventually they joined their lines and nothing we could do about them. This group over here just basically broken, and there they go. They are through the lines. Velites, however, these guys had no ammo, so they rushed in to fill it. Lines looking a little thin, so the Velites without any ammo are rushed in to fill the gaps. Now over here, I thought our rescue was to arrive with these guys. Took them a while because they had to go from inside the settlement all the way around, but that's basically all they did, so there was nothing we missed. And the remnant cavalry coming back as well. Getting a very nice charge coming in, giving these guys the chance to throw their pilums before engaging.
Riders, advance! Dismount now! Riders, and the double!
And the damage is pretty good. Another charge coming in. Alright, get back, go. And yeah, I know the Velites won't last too long. Ammunition is all used up. Principe's charging in. And same can be said for these guys as well soon enough. got them engaged. Cavalry pulling back from their last charge. But as you can see, we can't really do much against them. Yeah, see, at this point, I even dismounted my general to try and get into the fight to hold the line. The problem is, Velites just can't stand against anything above mob class. Maybe some tribesmen, but that's only just barely. And meanwhile over here, the bulk of the armies are fighting each other, but they're not lasting long. Especially these guys. The Velites are breaking. The left flank is collapsing. And the center right here is just too strong, even though we have them surrounded. And unfortunately, our own units block the charge right there. Very unfortunate. But the good news is, with the general's assistance, the line is still holding. It's not doing well, but it's holding. Yeah, and right there, the general's cavalry all got scared and the horses left. Yeah, it was close, but the power balance was not good for us. Veteran Hoplite, Samnite Warriors, Principes gain boost with the Inspire. Another charge coming in. Yeah, now they've turned around to fight these guys. Still able to hold on. They were pretty strong when they got here. But over here, these guys, genuinely surprised that they hold on for so long. But it should be any second now that they break. Down to the last 5. And only 2 survived. And then, of course, they're charging over here, which does not work out too well for us. The cavalry trying to do their cycle charges. The problem is it is uphill. And there's so few of them left that at this point I'm kind of thinking it's like there's no way. Like, unless I can get a chain route going off, but these guys... Yellow, 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 yellow. And our guy's going over to red. Nope. I don't think they even get this charge or after. Yep, no, they break right before the actual charge. There they go. And the battle is lost to the Senate. Ah, this one. Our first battle against the Arverni. So it's not the great battle against the Arverni, but it is our first one. Graphics memory is running low. Yeah, see? Really? Really, you say? Because last time I checked, I paid out the ass for a very good system. You're telling me it has troubles with Rome 2. Oh, wait, wait, wait. Boss, man, where are you? Where are you? Ah, we missed his speech, didn't we? Okay. Now this is also the new army. We had our first reform and we brought in the Socii. Socii and the Socii Extraordinary. We still had Principes, but I was curious to see which was better. So I just created another army. Very heavy melee infantry. Which is always weird because from what I was seeing, the Principes weren't doing as well as the Saki, which is weird because their stats show that the Principes are stronger, but Saki have lasted longer.
Advance at speed.
And I'm wondering if it's the Encourage.
For the gods.
And I think it is.
Happy to serve.
Having Soki so close together like this, they inspired each other. Wait, no, okay. I was thinking of another battle. But here it is. First fight against the Arverni. Shields up, lads. You're going to need it. Because you are the front and first wave. Enemy's cavalry trying to get a charge in. We're there to meet them right away. And having the gaps in the line is paying off. Our Velites able to throw no problem into their ranks. The other good thing is that they're shirtless, a great majority of them. Let's just look at things from the perspective of... No, not you guys. Little bird's eye view really quickly. It is a mess in here, and these guys are right in the thick of it. Alright, our dogs have been unleashed right over here. More Sakai throwing their javelins over. And again, almost each one of them reinforcing wave hit in the center. Hey man, don't push that far in. Oh, you're dead. You are dead. You have 2 javelins in your back and you're still standing. Take our victories anywhere we can do it. But their power doesn't last for too long. Running down our cavalry, but trying to get out of there. A dog's doing wonders. Oh no! That's a good boy. And as they're trying to retreat, more and more javelin fire coming in. And dogs aren't really controllable, so we just let them do it wild. And Principes had to be brought up as well. The center was buckling. And even now, still more and more. The 2 big problems are arriving. The Oathsworn are here. They're reinforcing army. But this fight isn't over yet. Here comes the cavalry coming in for a charge. It's going to be beautiful. It was terrible. What about the secondary charge? Okay, that was okay on one side. And here the The Oathsworn have entered the field. Javelin fire coming down, still fighting heavily in the center. The dogs still just running around, getting whoever they can. But that fight ends, reforming. We still have one group of Oathsworn and a general unit of Oathsworn. But now, of course, everyone is free to throw their javelins directly at these guys. Having a little dance off, huh? And they're in. A lot of friendly fire just there. Just got a random floating bird right there. Meanwhile, over here, the Oathsworn completely surrounded, not having much of an option, are trying to retreat and force their way out, but it is no good. They are going to get slaughtered doing it. And right over here, the same will be applied to the general. Oh, look, here come the dogs. Go on, Bo, you can do it. Kill one. Now, what will you do? Just see the cavalry run around out there. And the dogs. There they go. They'll try to reform, but it's not going to work. And as they spread out, they just kind of open their ranks more and more. There they go. Okay, so as you can see, that was the first engagement with the Arverni. Pretty massive. But it also wasn't their strongest army at all. I believe it was 12. Battle of Noricum. Didn't, yeah, no, whoop, my bad, again. Sometimes I get too into the fights and I don't see it. Ah. The Oathsworn battle. This one was just yesterday.
The eyes of the Senate and all Rome are upon us today. We must make them proud that we are their defenders. More than that, our Roman gods are watching. Make sure they are not ashamed.
Yeah, this is not an easy army to deal with. But as is usual, the cavalry sends, the AI sends his cavalry first. Probably scouting, it's like, huh, I haven't been here for a while. Lo and behold, there's a Roman ambush lying in wait. However, the Romans aren't very good at ambushes with their shiny metal helmets. Gaul's going ahead, give them a good greeting, and boom, right into them. But there's more of them. Try as they might, they are overrun. And just like that, they are gone. However, the rest of the army still arrives. Skirmishers opening up first. And the Oathsworn rushed in right behind. However, they're not our only concern. Over here to the north, more noble horses have arrived and are attacking. Just like them last time, however, pretty easy to deal with. You just gotta hope that the first unit you have is a heavy enough infantry that they can absorb the charge. But even then, they aren't the problem. This is noble spears and Oathsworn arriving en masse to help push onto this flank. I did not really notice them in time, and I was ill prepared. Meanwhile, over here, the charge did occur, but the fighting is in grass over their heads, so it's kind of difficult to see. Let's see, if we look from their perspective, this is how they see it. You basically have to rely on seeing the top feathers of whatever hat they have. Sakurai using the chance to throw their pilums and javelins, trying to kill whoever they can before they themselves get involved. Our cavalry arriving, trying to mop up their archers and skirmishers in the background. And it's going to be an easy mop up right here. No one left to defend them. The only other unit is a group of skirmishers who will suffer the same fate if they try and get involved. So they are smart, actually, and back off. Besides, they realize they're probably going to win this front because the Sakurai against Oathsworn, still not enough. Alright, these guys are out of ammunition. They're going in, charging, filling the gaps. Hopefully the battle continues favorably over there, but we know better. Over here, I thought we had it pretty decent. By having one unit right over here and two missile units in the background dealing damage, we could easily, but I now see why. There is a tree in the way that has blocked a great number of shots. Meanwhile, over here, we only had the one unit. But they weren't blocked by anything, so they got a very good amount of kills. Still somehow managed to hit our allies. But the damage is genuine on them right over here. Back over here at the main fight, hammer and anvil tactics are underway while the javelin men in the back are opening fire. And we found a perfect little target. For whatever reason, sometimes formation battles will have enemy units or your units turn around entirely in the middle of a fight. Unfortunately, those skirmishers hid so far back in line that I actually forgot about them. And as such, when we sent our cavalry in and they got too far in, they were picked apart. But these guys notice. Over there we can see our Roman general observing the scene, tensing his jaws, knowing that this is not looking good. Already the Sakurai are retreating, but a group of Principes are ready to reinforce right where they were. However, on to the right flank as well, it is not looking good. However, a lucky break. Some of the Oathsworn do break away and leave the center unguarded. Meanwhile, to the other side of the village, our javelin is out. We are back down here to try and fight tooth and nail against them, which is not going to work well. Over here, we can already see the progress they made. They've pushed us back. However, cavalry is ready to respond. Devastating charge from the Extraordinary Sokiai, trying to do what they can, but they are by themselves. No other supports, and with that side looking good, we turn our attention back over here to the central battle, and it is not looking good. Velites have had to be sent against Oathsworn to delay them. And I believe the Oathsworn have finally noticed that the center in the battle is open. They're making their way, but Principes are ready to respond, and respond they do. Cavalry's hammer and anvil tactic still ongoing in the background. But against Oathsworn, oof. Meanwhile, the left flank is gone. They can barely hold on. They don't even have a line anymore. And with that, yep, that is them breaking away. The last of the Velites moving in to try and assist. Those Velites trying to go around, get a little bit of a flank. Any little bonus that they can get to assist, take it. Alright, the line has been reformed, but it will not last long. Over to the other side of the village. Go faster. There we go. The battle on the right side, not so bad. It's mainly Noble Spears, which aren't as good as Oathsworn. Still pretty deadly, but not as good. Over here, however, the Oathsworn pushes back even further, and they've even started to cut a line right through our group. However, some Romans are trying to reform, keep the line steady. Just that one super soldier trying to break through. Cavalry charge coming in again. But every time we do charge, we do lose horsemen as well, no matter what. Just from their own defense. And also anyone who tries to retreat but gets caught up. But those charges are helping. Back over to the main fight. Hammer and anvil tactics being used on both sides. Trying to cause some sort of damage to them. The general's praising is the only thing keeping these guys together. A center line of Principes with flanks of Velites holding as best they can. Alright, and the order has been given. They are going to charge once again. And the problem is, the trees as well are acting against us. A great charge. And then a hasty exit as quick as you can. Meanwhile, to the opposite side of the village, the fight is pretty even still over here. Not much has changed, neither side bending or breaking. Of course, however, the story is vastly different on this side. They've been pushed back once again beyond the houses now. And our extraordinary cavalry can only last on for so much more. And now over here we see once again how it's not looking good. We're having to send the general in finally. Open up to the sides right here. The Velites on the right flank completely collapsed. General going to do now hammer and anvils. Try and get some support. We do have cavalry back over there, and we're hammer and anviling them every which way we get, but they're just too strong. Man, the cat's just running by my feet back and forth. He keeps going into my window and then running out the door. And as you can see right here, the Oathsworn trying to challenge us right off the bat, but this side is gone. There's very few Principes left, and all the remaining units are Velites who won't stick around. The Principes won't. Over to the other side. still, nothing. It is a pretty even trade-off right here. Immovable object meet that which cannot move. Hello there. Hi. Oh, okay. Bye. Cat. Ah, and no, it was an unstoppable force meets an unmovable object. That's what it was. But in this case, they can't really surrender to each other. It's do or die right here, and yep, it's official. This side is gone. And there goes the Principes. The battle for the forest right over here is gone, and they still have plenty of Oathsworn. The general coming by trying to check over here to see if there's anything he can do. And he does. Meanwhile, however, over here, things take a turn as all of the enemy's attention focuses on our last strong point. But we can't exactly turn away to fight them, otherwise if we do, the unstoppable force is going to wash over our immovable object. So, it becomes a back-to-back fight with the Principes and the Sakuya teaming up together, both of them facing a similar enemy, and both of them trying not to die. And there it is, back-to-back, holding on as best they can. Over to this side, the enemy did not break, but they did slaughter everyone. And unfortunately, my general, who I thought I can swing around to try and help out over here, does not make it. Not in time, and with these guys retreating, the general will also... No, wait, I think the general does die. Yes, he did die because we have another battle after this where we avenge the Legion. We didn't save that one though because it was just mopping up the remnants here. But in the name of Rome, die to glory. Come on. You want to die at that speed? There you go. I know, not the great charge. There's nothing we can do. There's nothing else. But as you can see, the battle carnage is pretty extensive. Yeah, right over here. All right, let's, actually, we don't even need to do that. There we go. All right, so that was number 13, I do believe. Scroll. There you go. Ah, battle number 14. This one is not my army. This is a previous campaign. Oops. Okay. Well, we did it. We finished the Warhammer once. Nah, we won't watch this one. Alright. So, I'll hop over to Warhammer 3. We'll probably only be able to watch maybe one or two. But yeah, for those wondering, don't worry. This will not be the norm for this second half of the stream. This is just something that I always mean to do, but I never do. And hey, maybe someone on the YouTubes will enjoy just watching battles. Probably not all the commentary. But nothing, just but. That's the end of that sentence. Now, of course, we have to wait for the loading of Warhammer 3, which may take up all the time left. Oh, fuck. I don't know what was happening earlier, but I was crashing so badly. I think I yawned like 20 times within a span of 5 minutes. Oh boy, I said the word yawn. Excuse me. Hello again. What's up, dude? The cat's here. Come here. Oops. Come here. You're fine. No, no, no. Let's not play with that. That's money. That's my money. A loose change up here. Hi. Can I see my screen, please? Why are you on my desk? Yes, yes, yes. We already know all these. Alrighty. You know what? I don't think we will watch this one. This is just the beginning one. That was the beginning one. This one. Yeah, we'll watch this. Battle of Uberschreck. Okay, yeah, this was our first big battle. I think he's trying to find a way to... Yep, he's trying to find a way to the window from my desk. Well, I was thinking, like, either Starship Troopers Exterminators or Hunter Call of the Wild, because I would like to get back into the game. I know I tried it a couple weeks ago for the new Australian map. But this is going to sound weird, but oh my god, I enjoy single-player games. Even if they are mainly catered to multiplayers as well. Not really this one, but you know what I mean. And then I just get people coming in. It's like, can I hunt with you? Can I hunt with you? At first, I thought, okay, yeah, sure, let's play together. Let's hunt something. No, they're not really interested in playing together. They want to get onto your reserve and go to the locations they know and hunt all your rare animals. Which is why that was probably the biggest turn off away from me for that. And it's like, no, I'm not going to invite these random people on Twitch streams who come on here and be like, hey, can I join you? Let's hunt together. They never hunt together. Or they disturb your animals. Or, worse, they just hunt out all your rares. Alright, my rant is done. Battle begins. Cannon fire is a go. But our own cannons are returning fire. Audio sounds a little wonky for some reason.
Fight, men! Fight for our right to live!
Oh, I do see, however, that it's appearing pretty choppy. Let me play it out a little bit more. Maybe that was just a lag spike or something. Mortars trying to take out the cannon towers on their side. Yep, first conflict's happening over here. Okay, it looks like it was just a little lag spike. Just a quick thing. I'll try and do the commentary when I'm not looking at battles, just so that we can watch and enjoy the original point of this and all that. Okay, not bad. Our guys arriving. Take a big look. Carl's up here. Very nice. Carl smashing some heads, and the fight down at the south is going well. The fight over here is pretty much non-existent. Our gunners are steamrolling them as we advance. So it's more like a fire and advance maneuver. Over here, it's just a massive brawl.
Come, friends! Pretend it is the head of a Virgo Meister you strike!
Oh, I'm about to say, why is my mortars doing that? That's not our mortars. Fight over here continues. Nice, nice. Oh, it's my alarm. Shush. We're actually kind of struggling over here. I think that's my own fault from too much friendly fire. Wait. It's still going. I said stop. It's like, why is my thing vibrating? Anyway. The battle is pretty much all over the place. But it's going. Matter of fact, we actually even lose this side. To be honest, it's been so long, I actually really don't remember this fight. You have an angle from there? I guess if you just aim higher. However, yeah, we know it's the crossbowmen were shooting at us. Reiksguard did catch them. The charges in Warhammer compared to Rome 2 are so... It's such a goofy comparison, really. You can barely tap in a unit in Warhammer, and you can send them flying halfway across the map. Rome 2, you have to, like, go full bore charge, balls to the wall, just hit them with everything you have just to get them to be knocked down. They really do like to scream, though. Case in point. And it looks like this is really the last pocket of resistance right here in the center and where the general is. I keep forgetting it's reverse in this one. This is what I was saying, how cross gaming can have different controls. So for this one, the slowdown and the speed up buttons for the camera work, they're reversed. I know I can change it, but I'm just overly lazy, and the idea actually literally just popped in my head. It's like, I can change it, can't I? Oh shit, I can. Alright, the battle down there is going good. Carl still leading his group of great swords and halberdiers, along with the Philip, to try and take this place. However, Carl does have... Actually, Carl has plenty of health. I gotta say, though, Philip is really bad with miscasts. All the mages I've seen are really bad with miscasts. But I do believe that's the battle right there. Yep. Very nice. Alright, so that was battle number 3, I believe. Number 4. What's this one? Battle for Isleheart. You know what we need in both of these campaigns? Artillery. God, do we need artillery. We've only just gotten artillery now thanks to the Confederation with Gelt. GDW. Grab, drink, watch. No, I should put that as EDW. Eat, drink, and watch. Yeah, I could totally get behind that. Alright. So, main distraction attack force coming up here. It's not going to work out too well for them. Super sneaky attack force. Right over here, hiding in the woods for as long as possible before exposing ourselves. Pray for the others, not yourself. And of course, we have our Reiksguard coming out of the woods. We knew this force was just going to be a distraction, seeing as how Carl's benefits do not affect pikemen as much. Go ahead and fast forward. Alright, the pikemen are up on the way. And we're engaged. However, unfortunately, we are on a slope. We're on a slope with a cannon tower quite literally above us. The cat is on my bed. You're getting pretty brave there, kitty. Right, well, Karl Franz is taking the center. The rest of the army is on the way. It is sad to say, but yes, this entire army over here is used as a sacrifice to draw them away. Oh, pikemen are already retreating. That cannon tower is tearing us apart. We can't do anything about it. And the left flank is gone. Oh, they're all gone now. I will admit, it's been several weeks since we've been here, so yeah, I don't really remember. I wouldn't have saved this, though, if I didn't win, so something must have happened. Alright, we got them surrounded. There's Carl on the horse. Yeah, but I think Carl is... Yeah, he's at half health. We were preserving his strength. I do remember that. We had the gunners take up position on the walls. We got a bit on the Empire Captain Rudgar. Reiksguard were able to silence the enemy mortars, so that's good. Yeah, no, they're all running now. The archers are gone as well. But again, they served their purpose. Attacked in the flank. There's no one there. Right. The first challenge. Here comes the captain and the Archlector. Well, Carl's ready. Sometimes finding the settlement is really annoying because I can't get down below. Camera angle is very terrible. Warriors are rallying. Yeah, it's all those guys who are retreating, but they're so far away they can't even really get over here to assist us. And I do believe here I made a mistake of not telling my guys to fire at will. But then I notice, and then I do tell them to.
Now we strike! Forward, man! Slay them before they do us!
Another volley should be coming up.
Fight for our rights to live!
There it is.
They are wavering!
Just mulches them.
Don't give them an inch!
And the Reiksguard. We didn't really have the Reiksguard doing too much. They did the flanking maneuvers. They took out crossbows, mortars, and they ran around. They weren't really doing much. The most important action was over here, trying to hold this spot, trying to take out the generals, and trying to deal as much damage to any reinforcing units they may send our way.
We will kill them all!
Carl still able to hold his own somehow. And yeah, so it was basically hit and run tactics with the Reiksguard. We were being shot over here, so we charged them. We were shot somewhere else, so we charged them. Because all their main infantry units are coming over here. Unfortunately, majority of them are also using this little narrow path to get right by.
Flee!
There you go. They were finally able to rout the general. Alright. This pikeman group coming up right here.
Smash them aside! As long as we draw breath, they will die! Sigma! As long as we outnumber them, we will hold! Ulrich's wolves charge with us! Kill everything!
Quite a decent amount of kills. Awakening of the Woods. God damn, that freaking wall that sends us flying up. Carl coming over here, providing some more buffs. Gunman still firing. Oh wow, they did actually make a group roll back. Yeah, see, we'll be going out to outflank them if not for this group coming up as well. To be honest, I don't remember if my greatsword... No, my greatswords died at this point. I think they died trying to take Helmgart. That's what it was. Charging in on this side, providing some more benefits with the Thorn Shield. Carl just making sure everyone knows he is here. He's active in the battle. Doesn't last forever, but when it does, the Thorn Shield works pretty well like that. But of course, we're at the point where how many more do they have? Can we even bother sending them out here? Or will it be bad? Because our generals are pretty weak, and Philip just keeps on hurting himself because of miscasting. Alright, we got a Reiksguard coming up. I unfortunately do not notice these crossbows or archers in time for them to get several volleys off. And they break.
Fight, men! Fight for a right to live! They are wavering!
Yeah, however, at this point what I also notice is that what's really remaining is just some archers and a single group of pikemen. Which won't hold out long if we wipe out the other units.
Battle!
I do see that we are going well over our usual time, but get this one in.
As we outnumber them, we will hold.
Like I said, one or two.
Yes, to the enemy!
Ah, that's right. Or send them down over here while using them to also flush these guys forward so they'd constantly be in range.
Sigma demand blood! Let's have ya!
And they're just gonna mop them up.
Come, men! To arms! To arms!
Alright. And here comes the enemy reinforcement.
Ulrich's wolves charge with
So it basically came to us sacrificing a whole portion of the army to lure them away so that we can hold the most vital choke point. This little box right here, I found myself fighting more in this section right here than anywhere else in this settlement. And then with them being done in like that, the rest are breaking. And yeah, there we go. Okay. So, yeah, I understand that this is not for everyone. This is just my own personal one on the thing. I like watching the battles again. but let me go ahead and double check these. Let's see. So the next one. As a matter of fact, let me go ahead and delete some of these older ones because these are like old. Delete the first two as well. They aren't really battles, they're just the first ones. Ah, okay, so the third battle was the battle at Helmgard, which is the one where we lost the, you know what? I'll show you as well. It's the one where we lost our great swords, unfortunately. Next one is against the One Eye. Then the Fekonids. Fekonites. Vlad, which I do believe we won, right? Yeah, zombie graveguards. And the Dryads attacked us. And Carl with his much stronger army of greatswords coming in. Sylvania, once again with them. Okay, yeah. Alrighty, guys, so we'll go ahead and end it right there. Thank you so much for joining me, and of course, being victims to my own enjoyments, as you all are. I know, again, it's not for everyone, but I enjoy it. So, as long as you're here, you will enjoy it too. Other than that, that's the end of the stream, guys. Hope to see you again tomorrow. I hope you have a good morning, good night, wherever you may be. Hope you're keeping safe. Hope you're keeping warm or cold, whichever it is you prefer. I don't really care. What I do care is that I may see you again. Where tomorrow it's back to Stardew Valley and Project Zomboid. I know, what a winning combo. I'll still be up in the air for what will officially take the place of this stream afterwards. I do think I'm going to drop Victoria 3. It's fun. But it really is the same thing, watching numbers go up and down all the time. Forever and ever. So, we'll find something more entertaining to do. Until then, goodbye, take care, and hope to see you again.